Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. It is Monday, February 16th, 2026. We're going to get started. Justine?
Yeah.
There you go. Excellent job. Man, you are in the band, Justine. You are in the LOBC band, just so you know. You could be the producer, unless you've got a musical talent. Do you have a musical talent, Justine? Do you play an instrument?
I've played classical piano.
The music was too loud in my ears. I couldn't hear what you said, and I'm an old man. So what was it? What do you do?
I've played piano classically, trained for 15 years.
No way.
She's got to get in the band. She has to get in the band.
She can lead the band. Yeah, she can lead it. Get in it. You're leading it. Wow, 15 years. Classically trained. Classical piano.
Yeah.
Do you got a piano at the house?
I do. The same one for 15 years.
Is it a upright or is it the one that sticks out, whatever it's called? I don't know what they are.
No, so it's an upright, but it's a digital piano. So it's not like a keyboard, but it does have all the producing buttons and things like that.
But are the keys the weighted keys where it feels like it's a piano?
Yes.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you practice a lot still, or do you play every day, or what's your deal?
Not really, no. Now it just kind of has my photo frames on it, but I should, when I find some time, I should sit down and just play a little.
Why did you take that up? Was it parents said you will learn how to play the piano whether you like it or not, or was it you were like, man, I really want to get some piano going? What was it?
I had a keyboard, so I used to play by ear just for fun, so they got me into lessons, but my parents were always one sport and one either chess piano or something like that, so piano.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it near you right now? Can you play something for us right now? Can you? No? No? Oh.
No.
Wow, what a trip.
Yeah.
Brad Atwood, what do you think? Bring her in as a keyboard player? What?
The classical with the jaw harp?
I'm very impressed. And what
too.
you should do, I mean, she says she's not near it right now, but maybe there should be a day where she sets it up and plans and gives us a little concerto.
We'll do the spotlight, and we will. No?
Justine says that's
you know
a
what
hard
though,
pass.
Justine, do
There's
you
a
have
lot of
any
people on this call.
Justine, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have.
And were they all encouraged to pick up an instrument?
No, they are all tone deaf.
They're all tone deaf. Okay. Like me. I'm a tone deaf musician. Yeah. So, Chris, what were you saying? Chris Johnson?
Oh, no, I was just saying classical guitar and the jaw harp. You guys, or piano, classical piano and the jaw harp.
That would be a cool combination. Yeah, it would be. That'd be great. Yeah. The only thing there, Justine, is we are stuck in the key of G forever. Just so you know. So whatever you play, it's in the key of G.
Frank, do you practice every day?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, every day.
What's your favorite guitar?
My custom guitars. I have they're built by a guy named Chris Durham, and they're just leaps and bounds beyond any of the mass-produced guitars. Yeah, they're just wonderful. Yeah. So, well, cool. Well, we're glad to have everybody here. We're getting rolling. Let's see what's going on in the chat. How's everybody? I know it's President's Day, so we're probably going to be a little light today. Yeah, we're already a little light.
A lot of kids off from school today, so parents are doing it.
Yeah, a little light. So we were going to kind of have some fun today. My mistake. So funny thing is last Monday, Jimmy Reed was expecting to be here, and I didn't know, so I did something else. And I was like, oh, crud, you're supposed to be here. My bad. And so then he says, yeah, I'm every Monday. I said, oh, okay. So this Monday I put on email, Jimmy Reed. He goes, then after I did, they're like, no, not this Monday, though. I'm like, oh, okay, so we don't have Jimmy Reed. So I'm screwed up on the Jimmy schedule, man. I got Jimmy'd on the Jimmy schedule, man. That's what happened. So, but I know what we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun today. It's not a big deal. But before we get there, I kind of want to check in on any spillover from the Blitz. Any spillover, anybody? From the Blitz? You know how the Blitz, you know what I mean? Like the Blitz, it's the day you're doing it, you certainly have great stuff that happens during the day, during the moment, right? But usually with the Blitz, it's the next several days and week or so that things start to kind of flow in, you know? So I'm wondering if that's happening with anybody. Anybody getting some spillover from doing the blitz on Thursday?
I am.
Tell us, Sharon.
Sharon.
I did. I mean, that's the first time I've done blitz, and that's pretty exhausting, actually.
Yeah.
In a good way?
It's a long day.
Yeah, in a good way, but just the fact that you're tuned into this all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, and we also, we're setting up for a party and stuff.
Right.
But the blitz calls that I made, some of them I made to realtors, and I was kind of all over the place, but I made some to realtors and invited them to our get together on Friday, and they showed up, and they were people that I'm not doing business with that I should.
Nice.
Others were refinances, so I worked on 4 or 5 refinances over the weekend, and then what I did is also mostly followed up on pre-approvals, and then touch the lead, touch the partner, and ended up with, I don't know, I'm not looking at it right now, but 8 or 9 leads, and then even more leads over the weekend, and 3 or 4 more pre-approvals, and I know it's all as a result of all that. So
what a trip!
Yeah, it was very, very busy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It took me all weekend to catch up for all the work that I got because of doing that.
Well, this is why we make sure we do, at least 2 hours a day, 4 days a week. There's even the fifth day we don't do that to catch up on the stuff we got to take care of in our business. You know what I mean? It's like you do kind of have to pace it out, but do it consistently to be able to deal with what comes from it. You know what I mean, Sharon? So.
And Sharon, how did your event go? How did your realtor event go?
The event was fine. It was great. I think at any given time we had 25 people here, so I'd say we probably had about 40 people all together, and I got 2 leads from it, and then 2 or 3 new agents as a result of it. So
wow,
that's very cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you Sharon, you do. So that was an event at your place, right? Mm-hmm. But you do realtor meetings consistently, right? Like where you're meeting at their place and doing trainings or something or whatever, right?
Usually
What's your schedule?
We usually do about 7 a month. So
7 a month?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Presentations. We also do a couple of CE classes that we teach. And I'm just looking at the calendar. And then 3 coffees. 3 that are group coffees with realtors. They're scheduled every other Thursday morning.
I think we all just need to give Sharon a cheer. What do you guys think? I mean, isn't she just fabulous? Just talk about a girl that's got it going on.
I'm listening to everything she says, right? And it's how easy is it to touch the lead but then not touch the partner?
Yeah.
How easy is it to forget that, take it one step further?
It's fine. That's my favorite part. It's the easiest thing. The easiest way to touch the realtor is that. That's why I always start there. If I want to get business, I call the PALs and then call the realtors. Every time there'll be business.
It's that step 2. That's the magic right there.
It's like a sneaky tool. Yeah. It's cool.
I'm trying to be like the Connecticut Crusher, be like the ball ground bouncer or something. I don't know.
You are far beyond anything I'm doing, girl.
Oh, I don't think so.
I was just gonna say I can't wait to see you in March. Pick your brain.
I just can't see Sharon dropping F-bombs.
I can't see that either.
She's just not there yet.
She's not there yet. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I have a hard time seeing that Sharon has enough time in the day, enough hours in the day to do everything she does and still handle the business.
How did we do it, Sharon? Let's talk about that. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you've got a lot of things.
I do not work a 30 or 40 hour week. So I always work 70 to 80 hours a week, every week.
Yeah, okay.
I just always have. I mean, we're talking decades. So that's just me.
It's just who you are. It's your nature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Georgia grinder.
The Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All right. I like that Connecticut Crusher and the Georgia Grinder. Who coined that one?
John Fortner.
Oh, nice one.
All right. Well, John is too. John's a Georgia Grinder too.
Like if you time block and really just put your head down, and I'm sure Sharon would agree, just, put your phone away, do what you have to do. You could get it all done. I mean, but Sharon, you have an assistant too, right?
I do. So she does.
Yeah, we got to have some help.
Once we get a contract, then she takes over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that's cool. And yeah, good reliable person to take over from contract to the end is
Well, I think
remarkable.
too, it's just, it's a lifestyle. So you're always prospecting.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
Who takes the application, Sharon? Do you actually take it?
Most of the time.
And then when the
I
contract
mean, nobody
comes
else
in-
is going to take it. It's either going online or I'm taking it.
No, but
Mm.
then when the contract comes in, then you turn it over.
Right. Because
Yeah.
I've already priced it and it's already done. I've already structured it.
But it's nice because at least that's super well defined, right? It's like I take it to here, you take it from here to there, and I don't need to be
Yeah,
involved.
we have a system of day 1, day 2, day 3. So day 1 is the day the contract comes in. It instantly goes over to her. She puts it all together, does her thing. It comes back to me. I price it, and I authorize the disclosing, and I request it because I want it to be perfect. And that's just a control I'm not letting go of. And then it goes back to her on day 2, and then it goes to processing.
It's so hard to it's I call it top producer syndrome, TPS, right? It's just it's so hard to let go of certain things, just it's hard. My mother's the classic example. She's been selling real estate for, golly, 45 years, something like that. My wife's perfectly capable of helping her out on everything. She literally wouldn't have to do anything but turn over somebody to my wife and still get paid. No problem, right? But she just can't do it. She
probably
just
likes
can't.
it too. I mean, I enjoy structuring the loan.
I
like
think
that.
you're right, Sharon. I think a certain part of her, I mean, it keeps her, I mean, she said it. I mean, she's going to be 84. She's 83. She just turned 83. So, still selling real estate, but I mean, it's who she is. It's her person. I mean, she's
Right.
Annie Vogelpool, broker, local broker, and she's just been doing it for decades. So it's just who she is. Honestly, I think if she stopped doing it, I'd be really worried about her. I think she'd just, shrivel up and blow away because that's who she is. That's who she is. So,
There's
although it does become
there's a
frustrating.
really good question in the chat that I think is perfect based on the conversation that we're having right now.
Yeah.
Jeff says that I find that I've been prospecting and meeting with realtors like crazy since the beginning of the year. Now the leads are starting to come in, and I'm trying to balance the pre-quals with keeping my prospecting and doing my follow-up stuff, and that's challenging. I'd love to hear some advice from some of the folks on here with how do you kind of tackle that?
Yeah, that's a good one. Jeff, can you unmute?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey man, what's
Morning.
going on, dude? How are you?
Oh, good. You doing all right?
Man, I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing really good. Yeah. And here, give us more perspective. Like,
I know it's kind of
like how much is it? What are we talking about here? Numbers, and things like that.
So from the beginning, since I've newly got it started, I don't have vast databases and all that. So I'm calling, I got several hundred realtors that I've been calling, and then I'm getting appointments, and then so I have at least one a day, or last week I had I'm trying to 6 or 8 or something like that. So, and they're not all Zoom, so some are Zoom, some are in coffee. So then I set those up between 12 and 3 because I'm doing the prospecting in the morning. So by the time those meetings, then I'm trying to factor in if leads are starting to come in, not like Marty or Sharon or some of these guys here, but you start seeing it come in, then it's like, okay, I got to pre-qual them. And kind of run through that scenario. And then, of course, there's questions, and I'm trying to follow up with the realtor and stuff. So then trying to fit all that in. And then also on my follow-ups, remembering to send out my thank you cards and doing all the process of the follow-up steps. And then I find that some things I'm kind of forgetting to do or letting go. And then, of course, the company I work for, they have trainings and stuff like that. Now we're switching to a new LOS. So it's like managing all that. So I just feel like I don't have an assistant. I'm doing it all myself right now. So it just kind of gets overwhelming. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, which is a good
So,
problem to have. I've been wanting to
so
have that problem.
what's the actual question then? What's the actual help needed there? Your question. What do you think?
How do you maintain all that without getting behind, I guess, and trying to, I time block, but how do you do all that?
So, and this Christian and crew. This goes good to what we were kind of talking about in the green room here. And so, if you'll be so kind and just be real transparent with us, Jeff, just for the sake of exploring this together as a group, right? Like Carl often says, like when he's trying to train somebody or something like that. How does he say it, Kristen? With the monkey? What's the monkey? He's got a
You can
monkey.
bring a monkey into my office, but it's your monkey when you leave. Otherwise, I've got a million monkeys running around my office.
Yeah. So but if you get what we mean, like Jeff, it's like out of curiosity, what do you think the thing is to do? What is your thought on it? Like, or have you not processed that yet? Or do you have, like, what the issue is. So do you kind of deep inside kind of know how to fix it or some inkling of it? You know what I mean? And I'm just,
I do. I mean,
yeah,
definitely
what do you think?
your green activities, right? If I got an app or someone's referring me business, now I got to honor what I'm saying I'm going to do. So I got to make sure I take care of that and get them pretty qualified because get money to coming in, right? I got to do that. But then I don't want to let the gas off my prospecting either, because the tendency is a lot of us when we get busy, then we stop prospecting, right? And I don't want to let the gas off on that. So trying to stay with that and to do both is, maybe I have to work longer, which I put a lot of hours in, but that's kind
I think Sharon gave us the answer already. You got to work 70 or 80 hours.
Yeah.
I'm a single, I'm alone too. And I have to do all of that by myself. And it's that I asked the same question. I say, geez, how can you do it?
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. What can we do? I mean, I think part of it is, and I think Jeff already hit it, and I think and we would love to hear from others who have good solutions for this, of course. So,
Can I jump in? Because
yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah.
I can't be quiet.
Could
I
we
wouldn't
stop
try
you?
to stop
Could we
you.
stop you, Joanne?
You're right.
Right.
What is it? Yeah.
I think following the DSP, right? And then on Fridays you do the things that make your business run. That's very important. And I used to listen to Carl before I joined, and I would hear, anybody can give the winning lottery tickets, and it would be like, no, they need to talk to me. They absolutely have to talk to me. As far as I'm concerned, maybe Sharon would agree, you can't level up unless you get to that point to 4 to 5 loans and then get that assistant. Even if that assistant is part-time, like just doing the mundane stuff of sending out the needs list. Like, what does the client need to get you back? Have them collect the data. You don't need to be doing that. That's, as Carl or Steve used to say, that's, the $25 an hour job or the $20 an hour job that you don't need to be doing. You just need to find that right person. And once you can offload that part, you will scale.
That's the answer. That's the answer. Easy, Joanne.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go upstream one more step on this too, just to help everybody. And this is a thing that I've learned from going back to Todd Duncan when I was with Wells Fargo 25 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But it is a good point, and that is that before, let's say you get to the 4, you're feeling like it's time to bring on that assistant. You've got to have a very clear job description for that assistant. It has to be crystal clear. It can't just be, okay, I'm at 4. I'm a hot mess. Come help me. And then, well, what am I going to do? I'm not really sure. Let me just, do this for me right now. Oh, try and do that for me right now. You do that, and now you just hired somebody who's a liability, right? And you have no help. So what I would recommend is, and Jeff, for you and anybody else, is just, there's the whole method of, for like a week straight, maybe even 10 days straight, is literally just writing down every single thing you do all flipping day and not forgetting to write down everything you do so that you have this very well-defined list of everything you do. And then you can start to check the things that are like, okay, this someone else could do. This someone else could do. This someone else can do.
Well, Frank,
So by the
on
time
the
you get there,
website,
yeah.
On the website, we have the Acts of Freedom,
Mhm.
which
Yep.
There you go.
lists everything. It's a document that lists everything a loan officer has to do.
Okay.
Everything, right?
There you go.
And you go through that, and for members, you can go through that and circle the tasks that you love to do, you're good at, and it makes you money,
There you go.
right? Circle those things, and then everything else is starting to write the job description for your new assistant.
There you go. That's
Love it.
you
And
got to have the
that's
job
available to
description though.
members, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I forgot about the act freedom. That is the perfect way to do it. But you got to have that description. If you don't have that description and you think it's time to make the plunge and then you make the plunge, it's going to be a disaster. It's not going to work. Right? Sharon, thoughts?
And-
Got your hand up? And I think,
Sorry.
Adam, you had your hand up too.
It's not, it might be that easy for other people, but it took us 4 years to get the right person.
Mm.
And we went through 5 different people. And, we didn't have the job description clearly defined. We didn't do a good job of onboarding them. We didn't do a good job of making it clear exactly what we wanted them to do because we had a hard time letting go. So probably the best thing that happened for us or for me, because I am not one to let go. I mean, I want everything done in exact certain way, and I want it done to perfection, period. So, my coach told me that the next person that I talked to, who's probably listening to this right now, I had to tell her. She said, you have to tell her what she's getting into. You got to make sure that they know who they're getting ready to work with and how you are and how controlling you are and how you don't want to let go. And so, I said, you need to know what you're getting into. I don't like to let go because of all these, 3 or 4 years of having people screw things up and then having to take it back and redo it.
Right.
So, I said, I'm going to let go one thing at a time. And then when I'm comfortable, I'm going to let go of the second thing. And you might not have enough to do, but I want you to have that done. And then when I feel confident, we'll do something else. And now we have systems. And that's the key is, we have to have systems. So now she fits into our systems just perfectly. So, but systems is the key. And then letting go is the other key and having it clearly defined, but also knowing that it's subject to change day to day.
Yeah.
We might improve it. We might change it. Something else might come up. We might come up with another
it's
idea.
always subject to change. Everything. Yeah. It has to be. It just has to be.
But it wasn't easy. So I just don't want people to think that it's easy. It wasn't. It was painful.
Yeah.
It was very painful.
Sharon, I've got a nerdy approach to this, of course. But we firmly believe that people run processes. And if you don't have your processes in place to bring somebody in, you can do it, but it's a lot difficult. Well, it's a lot more difficult in order to do that. So we find even when you're going through your acts of freedom and you're taking a look and you're writing down everything that you're doing every 15 minutes and you put that list together, what you're doing is you're creating processes for everything that you do in your business as to like how you do it. And then you pick the things that you want to continue to do, and you got a checklist and a process for it. And then you take the processes to the other people. So when you bring somebody into the organization, it's like, here's the things that you're responsible for, and here's the process that goes along with that activity. And if you want to get like super advanced with it, you can have that process as a checklist inside the CRM or a pipeline or a workflow. And it's like, here's this loan, here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3. And having the person run the process. Because when you've created the process and you've done the process and then you give it to a person, it's really easy to determine whether or not you've got the right person running the process. And it takes a lot of because we're all lovey, feely, carey people here on the Breakfast Club, like we care about people. So it's hard to make a decision once you brought somebody in, oh, this might not be the right person. Are you running the process or are you not running the process? And that makes it very easy to determine whether or not you've got the right person in the right role on the right task. So building the processes first, I find is super important. And then it also allows you to choose the tasks that you want to maintain and continue to run and give the things that you don't like doing to somebody else, but know that they're going to be taken care of properly. One other thing that I'll share is we've done a fair bit of hiring. And what we like to do is we like to bring everybody in and be like, this is your process. So what we'd like you to do is to shadow this person who does this process right now. And your job is to make this process even better. What we want you to do is we want you to look for gaps. We want you to look for things that we've missed, listen to the other people on the phone, find how we can improve this process.
Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
And we don't necessarily do it because we think our process can get better, which it always can, right? But what it does is it gives that person a feeling of personal responsibility and commitment to the process because they're the ones that came in, reviewed it, worked to make it better, and then they feel that it's their process. And it's a whole lot easier to get somebody to implement a process that they feel that they've created rather than this is what you do because I'm giving you this list and this is your job. So as you bring somebody onto your team and you're making that leap from 4 loans a month to 8 loans a month, bringing people in so that they feel like they've helped to create the process as well. Just some tips there.
Very cool. Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Greg, you're up. What's up? And then Giancarlo.
I want to go back to the original question a bit because I remember how long it took me to get my LOA that I'm still training, and it can take a lot with your company depending on what agreement you're trying to get. So when I got busy following the MMA style of work, which brought in the leads, the first thing that I had to do was prioritize what I'm working on. So prospecting for me for the longest time was the do not skip item, right? Making those calls. Then as leads come in, they're number 2. And this might be controversial, but the appointments fell to number 3 because going out to coffees and things can take half my day or more. And so I started scheduling those as I could do them and then really trying to get them on Zoom. And then literally having that to-do list, I use an app called Todoist, which I really like, but there's lots out there. But having that to-do list and saying, hey, these are the non-negotiable items, and it's 5 things max, right? Which is always prospecting and following up on leads, right? And then if the rest of that stuff falls to tomorrow, you start building that big pile of things. Well, now we're really talking about what adding an LOA looks like as you get to that 4 or 5 deal mark. But the appointments are the things that have to fit around your schedule because you have to hit those leads immediately. So it's I don't know how if people agree with me there, but that was the way I managed to get through it.
Well, you were basically describing the acts of freedom pretty well,
Yeah.
I think. So, you know what, guys, if you want if they want to see the acts of freedom, what do they do? Go to freedomplanningcall.com. Would that be a place? If you feel like this is resonating with you and you're going to need to start looking at this, just go to freedomplanningcall.com. We'll put the link in the chat and schedule a time. The team will show it to you. Giancarlo, what do you got?
All right, so I got 2 answers for this. So the first one, I tell to my own team in regards to volume, right? Because I think what he's experiencing right now is it's kind of like springs. Spring rains come in and all the weeds and everything just kind of grows, right on the ground, and then you gotta go crazy trying to figure out what's a weed and what's not. Prioritizing relationships, right? So you're not building too many of them where you cannot handle the volume right now, because a lot of times we only have one shot at the relationship. So it's going to be dwindling down some of those that, kind of cutting the lowest hanging fruit. That's going to help, with the volume of things coming in so you can manage that. So that's what I do. That's what I've done, in order for me to grow to the volume that I have right now. Okay, so don't try to take on too much. That's going to be, super, it's going to be super exhausting. Now, with the assistant part, which is the next stage, I'm actually going through that right now. Okay, I've hired somebody now on for 30 days that is just not working. And it's rough. But as leaders, we need to make decisions because obviously that's what we're doing. We're leading a team and those decisions need to come in. So I have somebody else in the line that I'm going to be hiring. And what I came up with was a list of 10 questions that I'm giving them that would tell me whether then first they have the experience, two, they have the ethics, and three, they have the knowledge to do the job. And that's helped me clarify everything that I need to know about this person. So Chris
so let me interrupt real quick. So
Yeah.
the person you have right now, you've reevaluated why this didn't work, and you
Absolutely.
believe it was a screening process on your part
Yep,
that
exactly.
failed. You
Yes.
didn't screen well enough to make sure that the person had the capacity or the proper capacity to fit the role. So
Yep,
okay.
absolutely. I mean, the first question that I made this, that I failed to screen was a simple one. Hey, walk me through the moment that we get an application through where you get a clear to close with a client. Simple question. And it evolved into this new LOA having systems, processes, thoughts, like everything around that would give me the confidence that I can go out there and sell and continue to bring in leads.
Okay.
So I would definitely say spend a little bit of time, and then Chris touched on this. Your systems and processes are going to be extremely crucial. Because of these questions, I now know where she fits in and whether it's going to be a fit or not. So if you fail to screen because they're good people, you're going to actually have a hard time to kind of go through with this. But I absolutely think that it's valuable for you to make tough questions on this, and I'll share those over with you guys if you want to. But it's opened up a different
They're
world
already
of
asking for
doing
it.
that.
So yeah.
So, and by the way, you're going to feel bad about letting people go. So it's okay. So I tell them, hey, you're a fantastic person. It's just not the right fit at the time. And it is what it is.
I mean, it's hard to do. I've had to do it many times in my career. It's just that you have to, do it sooner than later. You do.
And you already know, and you're going to know right away, by the way. So I know we try to convince ourselves otherwise, because we're hopeful, but right away.
Good stuff, man. Wow.
One of the things that Carl has always said, and it was such a different perspective for me personally when I learned this from him, but he always says, I don't hire somebody to do a job. I find somebody, if I have a need, and then I find a person who knows how to do it better than I do, and I give it to them.
So good.
You know what I mean? Versus like, oh, I have a need. Let me hire somebody and then I'm going to train them how to do it. And I'm saying it's not that there's not a training phase, right? But what he does is he finds somebody who knows how to do that better than he does or likes it better than he does. And then he gives it to them.
And it's just years of experience. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I know.
You learn a lot, even what Giancarlo learned, right? That's experience, right? He realized, this is my fault, right? It's not anything to do with the person, really. This is my fault. I didn't pre-screen this person properly. I should have done that, right? So there you go. Learning experience next time around. That won't be a failure, right? That's going to get done correctly. Same with Carl.
And also I think if you do the Acts of Freedom, then you have your job description.
Right.
So the person applying for the job already knows these are the things that I need to have done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's such a big deal. All right. Well, hey, what a good day. I really enjoyed today. Oh, there you go. If you want to copy and paste what Giancarlo is asking the questions, there they are. So grab that really quickly because we're going to get out of here pretty quickly. It's a few minutes past the top of the hour. We're going to mosey on with the day. Thanks for showing up today. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good day? Kind of an impromptu Monday. Yeah, good one. Yeah, good day. Yeah, good day indeed. So
Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday, happy President's Day. Are you guys are all here, so I imagine you're all working today, right? But are you guys, some of you guys got kids at home? We have grandkids at home. I know that all week.
I'm going to play
the whole
pickleball.
Week for us. Huh? What are you going to do, Chris?
I'm going to play pickleball with the kids. And then
Yeah. Are they off right now?
Yep, they're off right now. And then probably some fishing after that.
Oh, well, good for you.
So we'll see.
Good stuff, man. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, hey, man, thanks for all the participation today. I really appreciate that. We all do. You guys are great. This is such a great place to hang out. And let's go get them. What do you guys say? Good for the day? Let's go. Get the day started. All right. Let's do it. Have a great day today, guys. Be here tomorrow. We will have Robin Lavassiore this time. I believe she is fully confirmed for tomorrow. So we'll have her tomorrow. That'll be great. And then a lot more fun stuff this week. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow. Adios.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for chiming in.